Hello. It's been a minute since we've done anything at all here, so let's do something fun computer related. This is a 2009 Mac Mini, and this is a set of screwdrivers. Let's yank the hard drive out of here and put it in a 2008 Mac Pro and install a classic version of Mac OS X on it. Let's begin. Alright, getting into these Mac Minis is actually pretty straightforward. We don't actually need any tools to get the bottom off. I have been in here before, and the person who owned this before me has also been in here before, so the bottom's a little beat up, but that's okay. Okay, to get inside, we are going to need to carefully separate these bottom halves. That's not good. Okay, the halves have been a little separated, and we can just gently pry this open. There are some antenna wires underneath the cover here, so we want to be mindful of that when we lift it off here. And there we go. The hard drive is inside this optical disc carrier unit. You can kind of see it right in there. So the first thing we need to do is take off the antennas and then remove the optical drive, and be mindful of this little flush connector right here. Usually there are 4 Phillips head screws that hold this thing on, but this thing's been apart so many times that some of them have gotten lost in translation. So currently there's only 2 that have remained inside of this thing. So these just pull right off. This one you have to pinch these little tabs. And we'll take these screws off. And then we'll start removing the remaining screws that this thing has. We then need to remove this little flat flex cable right here. And then this entire piece can just lift right out. And our unit is free. We can also get to the CPU and the memory. CPU's under here, GPU, memory, and then airport card. But we don't need anything particular from this part. We just need the hard drive, which this actually isn't a hard drive, it's a solid state drive. Let's go ahead and remove it. It is held in by 4 screws, 2 here and then 2 on the side. So we can go ahead and get these removed. This one doesn't want to come out. There we go. After that's out, we can take a screwdriver, insert it into this little hole, and just release the drive, and then it pops right out. Now that we have freed the drive from the Mac Mini, we now need to put it in the Mac Pro. I don't know how that's going to fit on this table. Let's figure that out. Okay, this thing is way too big for the table. But I don't want to do this on the floor, so we're going to do it up here. Getting into these Mac Pros is really easy. There is a little lever here on the side. Pop that open, and the panel just lifts right off. Now, normally we would attach the drive to one of these drive carriers, which these aren't anodized and get really nasty. But a small little laptop drive like this will not fit in here. It just passes right through conveniently, so this is not going to work. What we will do is take the old one out and pop the new one in. We can just let it float in the bottom here because it's not super big and nothing's moving, so it should be fine. And just like that, we've got it installed. We've also have our RAM cards here, and then our dual Xeons under here, but that's it for being inside the Mac. We can go ahead and close it up, and move on to making our Mac OS installer. Okay, now that we have a freshly built OS X Mavericks installer, we can get it installed on the Mac Pro. Alright, here goes the boot. And there we go. This drive does have Windows on it, and I turned it on a few minutes ago just to like make sure that it actually works, and it does, but we're gonna use OS X. Okay, now we're actually in the installer proper. This did not take very long to boot. I forgot how quick these things are sometimes, so let's go ahead and use English. Okay, we need to format the drive first, so we go up here to disk utility. We want to use this Western Digital green drive. We're going to go ahead and hit par. Oh, we don't want to push, we want to erase. OS X extended, and we're just going to call it Macintosh HD. Go ahead and hit erase. And there we go. We now have our HFS Plus partition, and everything is looking good. So we'll go ahead and quit out of this and go back to the installer proper. I totally agree. We'll do this and hit install. Whether or not this will actually take 24 minutes has yet to be determined. Oh, that's actually going pretty quick. Well, when this is done, we'll see you at the setup. Okay, this finished. I stepped away to grab some lunch, but we are at the setup. Finally. Let's go ahead and get this going. We have a US keyboard. We're not transferring anything, so we're just gonna set up as new. I don't know if Apple ID even works, so we're not even gonna try. Skip. And then let's go ahead and make our account. Oh, the classic OS X pictures. Let's be... I like that owl. Yeah. Let's use that one. We're gonna turn those off. And we're gonna go ahead and set our current time. And we're not gonna register it. And here we are at the OS X desktop. And it's reading everything properly. We have dual 2.8 gigahertz quad-core Intel Xeons. And there we go. There's our OS X installer. Well, there we go. OS X has been installed. I might do some more stuff with this computer in the future. I do like it a lot. I have the this other drive that we pulled out of it actually has Windows 7 Ultimate on it, and I've just been using it as a computer. There we go. Well, I'll see you eventually in the next video, potentially. So, bye!